Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Chamber Chat. Kate Kennedy here with you alongside Jody Brott. And Jody, last time we talked, it was a very quiet week. It feels weird saying that. It was
Uh-huh.
a quiet week. I guess probably the most important question is when you have a quiet week like that, how was it?
You know what? It allows for catch up most of the time, when there's a bit of a quiet week. So that's all good, and sometimes we need rest. So it's always good to rest. Um, I say it was a quiet week. It was a quiet week with chamber activities and local activities, but man, there's still always something going on. For me personally, I had a wedding to go to. We had the porta potty out and about. I had stuff going on. I mean, it's just, I always have something going on, but it was nice to breathe a little bit this last week.
I feel that. It was one
Yes.
where I guess I'm glad it was such a quiet week because everything that could have happened, it felt like did. It
Mm-hmm.
was one of those you wake up Monday and go, I have two things to do this week. And by the end of Monday, I have 15 things I need to
Yeah.
do this week.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
got really busy really fast, but sometimes that's not a bad thing. It gives you something to do, and that's better than not. And then you can just kind of, well, do I really need to do anything today? Just
and life has a way of just piling things on sometimes. But hey, we're gearing back up, getting into all sorts of things. We are finishing out July tomorrow. How crazy is that?
it'll be Christmas soon enough.
It is crazy. And August starts on Friday. And with August starting on Friday, that means it's the first Friday art walk right on the first. And so we're running into August with all sorts of things to do. So speaking on that, on the first Friday art walk, we are that this is also tax-free weekend. So you can go out and do your back to school shopping, get those school clothes and tennis shoes. I think it's under $100 on those tennis shoes. So don't spend too much. But you can do that this weekend in Oklahoma. And along with that, I guess, we always want to say shop local. As much as you can, shop local. But yeah, that's going on. First Friday Art Walk is on Friday. And then along with the First Friday Art Walk, we're doing a back to school bash. And so there will be a free hamburger feed on the square, free watermelon feed. Last year, we brought in an epic water gun fight. We're bringing that
Well,
back
that'll
on
be fun.
Friday. And then there is a free night swim from 8 to 10 at the swimming pool that has been sponsored by Alva State Bank. So make sure that you go downtown. We'll have our games out on the lawn like we did in May. And so make it a whole family fun night this Friday from 6 to 8. And then from 8 to 10, you can go to the pool. So, we're still in summer mode right now. We're just getting geared up to get back into the school season. But one last hurrah. You gotta get it done.
That's going to be fun, and some of the stores will be open late as well on that Friday to kind of help with that tax-free weekend coming up, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I actually am not positive about the confirmation about which stores are going to be open
Okay.
late, but I assume perhaps that may be happening. I should probably be a little bit more well versed on that, but I am not.
Well,
So,
it'll be good either way because you'll have the art going on, you'll have all the fun and games going on. It'll be a nice little welcome to August.
yes.
We're officially, it'll be 2 weeks and school will be starting.
Yeah, exactly 2 weeks because it is the 14th that school starts in Alva. And then the following Monday, that's a Thursday. Teachers will be back earlier that week. But then on the 18th, I think that's the next Monday, that's when Northwestern starts. And so we've got Northwestern students coming back to town right now Camp Ranger is this weekend. So they're coming in on, I guess, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's Camp Ranger that will be incoming freshmen. They get to move in early. I saw that PLC has taken their trip and they get to move in early. So, band camp will be coming up with Northwestern as well, and they'll be moving in early. So pretty soon the Boulevard is going to be a little bit more congested than what it typically is. I always hear, I don't know about you being here, but I know in the chamber office it revs up a little bit and it's a little bit louder on the Boulevard when college is back in session.
It's always fun because you still can't throw out the excuse of, well, there was traffic. That still doesn't fly with anybody.
No, you know, when your phone, like when you get into your car and it connects to your phone, like your maps, and it's like, you know, 2 miles to your possible destination. Traffic is light.
Yeah, that's about the entire length of Alva.
Yes.
Even getting here today, I got to think, it'll take 5 minutes. I'm like, well, you know, I wonder what it'll be like with the college kids here. It might take 5.5 minutes,
right.
You know, something like that. But
yeah,
August 16th as well is going to be the freshman orientation
for
Northwestern. That'll be big. It'll be good to get those kids up here and kind of show them Alva.
Yes, absolutely. And then Northwestern has planned their Howdy Week, that they have activities all throughout the week just to welcome kids back to campus and all of that. So it's all going to be here before we know it. I saw Media Day is happening where everybody, for the Gold Bugs as well, where everybody's going to be getting their photos taken for the fall sports. Fall sports calendars are out, so you got to get those on your schedule so you can attend all of the games. We've actually got some fall events that are on the calendar as well. So it's really starting to get revved up for the fall. Of course, before that, I do want to say, you know, it's also rodeo season right now. So we've got several rodeos in the area. The Ceiling Rodeo is this weekend. Winoka is next. Freedom is the week after that. And then the Great Salt Plains Stampede Rodeo in Cherokee is the week after that. So that's all through August there. And then you fast forward to the next weekend, you've got Labor Day. You fast forward to the next weekend, you've got the Woods County Fair. 2 weeks after that, we've got the car show.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Something's happening every single week, basically.
Yes.
It's also ribbon cutting season
yes,
still here now. We've got that going
is.
on tomorrow, actually.
Absolutely. We've got new business, Rowdy's Liquor, right beside Pizza Hut. If you're unaware of where it is in Alva, right on the Boulevard, we announced them as a new chamber member a couple of weeks ago, and tomorrow is their grand opening and ribbon cutting at 5:30. So you should really go through and see their new place. They've got a drive-through, and it's more than just liquor in there. They've got your juices and your sodas and your ice and just all the things that you need. It's more than just a fresh coat of paint on the outside. They've really revamped it. So you definitely need to come and check it out.
Yeah, they have a big day planned. 5:30 it starts. They're going to have a food truck there. They're going to have Ricky's Sweets and Eats. They'll have some tastings, some cookies, and some giveaways as well. So that's going to be pretty fun. It's always exciting getting a new business.
Yes, and I always get a little bit excited when Ricky's comes to town too, because I'm a huge fan of their California burrito. I don't know. Have you eaten from their food truck?
Not, see, it's always weird with me because I'll always look at any food truck where I need to stop there. And then the next day, I need to stop there. And it's just a never-ending cycle. One day, I will actually just park and go say hi to them and get something. Tomorrow,
you got to make a plan to go do that. They have their food is great. So you got to check in with that. I guess it's not this weekend. It's the 9th. There's also stargazing on the Salt Flats. So if you're into stargazing, looking up at the night sky, I know that we've got lots of places where, you can, we live in the countryside. It's great to get a dark sky, but that's I'm thinking that's a great date night, like, I guess ask someone to go out to the Salt Plains, to the Salt Flats, and go stargazing. I think that sounds like a fun event. That's happening on August 9th.
That will be. I know they have the big stargazing they do out at Black Mesa every year. That's always a big deal. But anytime you get a chance just to look up and kind of relax and just look at the sky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's one of those things that we don't always think about it, but it's always there. And sometimes you really don't stop and see how beautiful it truly is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There actually was a meteor shower last night. We were planning to go out and watch because my son loves looking. Since he was little, he's always loved looking up at the stars in the sky. And so we were going to go out last night, and he just decided, because it didn't start until midnight, and he's like, I think I'm done. I don't think I can go out tonight.
Yeah, I was up at midnight for completely different reasons. I had a buddy out in California, so they had all the tsunami stuff going on. So I got a call at 2 a.m. Hey, when's it going to hit us?
Oh.
I don't know. It's 2 a.m. I'm sleeping. And he's over here. Yeah, I just got off work. It's midnight here. I was like, I thought I told you not to call me at 2:30 in the morning, please.
There's a time change.
Yeah, there's
difference
a bit of
there.
A difference, but it was good. Thankfully, I haven't seen anything that indicates it was really that bad on the West Coast. I know Hawaii got hit a little bit. But.
See, and I haven't even gone on to see that kind of stuff today. And I saw it last night that was kind of the thing that was going to go on. But, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those last night. I did something I haven't done in a long time, which was sit down and watch the Weather Channel for more than 5 minutes at a time. And they went, credit to them, they went wall-to-wall coverage on it. They brought up the Hawaii local news and all sorts of stuff. But I cannot imagine having to deal with a situation like that, where you just see all that water coming straight to you.
Yeah.
And that's something thankfully we'll never have to deal with here.
Yes. Oh my gosh. No, we don't have to worry about that.
No, it's always nice worrying about, we have tornadoes, but we don't have to deal with the ocean trying to attack us. That's a nice thing. I guess it was also funny. I saw a post where one of the National Weather Services in North Dakota put out no, we are not going to get hit by the tsunami. Thank you for asking. We are far away. That's kind of how I felt. Yeah, we're good. Not our problem.
Yeah.
Don't have to deal with that, but it's going to be a nice weekend here in Alva. Of course, the grand opening tomorrow, the ribbon cutting ceremony, downtown Alva will be busy Friday night. We're back to normal, I guess. Back to in the hustle and bustle.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is. You said it's supposed to be a nice weekend. It is. It's supposed to be a little bit milder, I believe, this weekend. At least that's what my husband told me earlier in the week when we were talking about our week ahead. We're hosting Camp Ranger out at the Menagerie on Saturday morning. And so he's like, hey, on a plus side, it shouldn't be as hot as it's been. So anyway, yeah.
Looking at the weather, it's going to be 4 straight days of below 90.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that often at the end of July and the beginning of August.
Right.
So take advantage of 86 tomorrow, 85 Friday, 89 Saturday, and 87 Sunday. A lot more cloud cover, not as much heat. Chance of rain Sunday is about 50%. That's the biggest rain chance you're going to get of the whole, all the way to Sunday. It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
It's going to be a beautiful time. Get out, go do something, have some fun with it. I mean, especially, you've got Camp Ranger going on. Those college kids are going to be up here. School's almost starting soon. This is kind of, it feels like that last big weekend. Well, I guess we have next weekend too, but kind of that last big, if you're going to go do something, now's the time to do it before everyone locks in.
Get it done. That's right. And truly thinking about the summer, it's been pretty mild, hasn't it? Yeah, we haven't had those crazy temps. We've still got some green grass out here.
We do.
Like with the rain and a little bit milder temps. I mean, I know it's hot. It's 96 degrees right now, but like in all reality, it's
That's-
much milder
Yeah,
than it
that's
could be.
Oklahoma. You expect the 98. That comes with being here in the
Yes.
summer.
Yeah.
It hasn't been 107 yet,
Right.
so we're fine.
Yeah. No 115s.
Yeah, it was pretty for once. I say for once, which is kind of bad, but kind of true. Unfortunately, I went down to Ardmore in southern Oklahoma over one of the past few weekends, and it felt very weird for July seeing the entire drive down there be green.
Oh, yeah.
It's never green for the 4.5 hours it takes to drive there.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just very pretty scenery, and then coming back, everything's still green.
Yeah.
Everything is beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
which you don't get to say that often for late July in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a blessing. Means we've had moisture, and that's something that we, are looking for a lot of times. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, I know it was a little bit rough for those that were harvesting. Like, I know harvest took a really long time to get through this year. So, there is that downfall with all of that extra. But overall, it's a blessing.
Yeah, overall, you're never going to be mad about the rain.
Right.
It's always a good thing. And I believe also there's some applications for chamber board members as well.
Yes. Yeah. If you are a part of a business, a chamber business, and your business is not already represented by the chamber board, then you are welcome to apply. Just send us a message, director@alvaok.net or communications@alvaok.net, and we can send you an application over. We receive those applications. Once we receive those applications, they're approved by our board, and then it opens up for our chamber members to then vote on. And then once those are voted on, we'll announce our new chamber board members. Typically that's they then take place in October. So we've got a couple coming off of our board that their term is up. And so got a few places that we're going to be needing people on there. We do have an active working board, and it's a great board. We have a great group of people who serve on our board, and so we're just looking for some movers and shakers that want to be a part.
And is there any time that those applications need to be in by? Is there a certain date or anything?
I believe that our date is August 8th. I think that is our date, so that we can then vote on those at our August board meeting. And we always have our board meeting on the second Monday of the month. So August 8th is the date, the deadline to get those turned in.
There you go. So you've still got all of this weekend. You've still got a little bit into next week to try to get those applications in. You have the farmers market going on as well. That's
Farmers
continued
market
to
is
go on.
happening,
It's
yeah.
Tuesdays, Saturdays as well. Saturdays at 7 a.m., Tuesdays 6 to 8 p.m. It's always nice seeing them out and about.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, hey, we're going to have meetings soon to talk about Christmas. It's never too early to start planning. We had a great event last year. We're planning on a great event this year. So if that's something that you want to be involved in with everything that went on, like, I guess if you missed out on being a part of anything that was happening last year with Christmas, make sure that you holler at us, because we are taking all the ideas and we'll see what we can run with.
I'll just be excited to see all the Christmas lights up down.
Yes.
That is something that always gets me excited. Then the big tree goes up. It's always a beautiful sight.
Yes. And of course, we'll be looking for volunteers during that time.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So always fun times
It is.
if you choose to make it.
Yep.
Choose
You
to make
gotta
it fun.
choose to, though. Some people, it's, they might look at this weekend and finally make that decision of, okay, the
Yeah.
weather's nice enough. Let's go do something.
Yeah. What's your perspective? What's your
Exactly.
perspective going to be? And that perspective is your choice.
Absolutely. And that's something that I don't think we talked about last week. The event center finally has a name, the Salt Fork Event Center out. That'll be east of town. Just continuing to watch, that thing be built has been just intriguing to see. Every time you drive past, it just gets a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit more completed. But I saw something was posted about that. It's almost there.
Yeah, I actually saw that there was a I think, a place where you can even submit your resume if you feel like you are the right fit to be their event coordinator. I'm not sure if that's the actual name of of that, but anyway, I did see that as well. So they're looking for people who will be a good fit. Let's see, what does it say? Executive director position. They are looking for that. So if you're looking for a career opportunity, the Salt Fork Event Center is seeking a motivated individual to fill the executive director position. So, and that is from the Salt Fork Event Center Facebook page. So if you're curious about that, that's where you can go for more information.
I am just excited for the day that thing is fully open and there's people inside it and there's events going on, because that's going to help so much.
Well, we've been talking about so many things for so long. That's one of those things. The pool was one of those things. And hey, now it's open and it's been busy all summer. And shout out to everybody who pitched in to pay for all those kids' admissions. I mean, I'm not sure if a kid had to pay all summer. It's been pretty amazing. So when they've said, hey, our passes are about out, make sure to send your kids with money, someone else comes in and says, oh no, I'm going to pay for the next, and I'm going to pay for the next, and then I'm going to pay for the next. And that's been amazing to see. So if you want to shout out to any of those people who have just pitched in to pay for the kids' summer passes, go to the City of Alva Pool Facebook page and you can go through all of those posts and see who all has donated toward that.
And that's just one of the beauties of small town Oklahoma, is that someone will step up and continue to pay to make sure those kids could go to the pool for free.
It's the heart.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's incredible to see that all those kids get an opportunity to just have fun.
Absolutely.
Be a kid at the pool. That's always great to see. I'm trying to see, I think we've hit just about everything for, not just this weekend. We've got tax-free weekend, going to be a big deal. Friday night at the square, be there, have all sorts of fun and games. Thursday, we've got Rowdy's Liquor opening, 5:30. They're going to have the food truck there. They're going to have giveaways. It's just crazy to think how much is going on.
Yes. Always.
We had 1 week off, and now we're right back to it.
That's right. Hit the ground running into fall.
And then that's stargazing. I mean, if you've never had the opportunity to do stargazing, that is something, obviously you can just go outside and look up, but that's not the true experience of being out there in nature and seeing that happen. That is a wonderful thing to do. But we're almost to school. It's almost Alva starting. It's almost Northwestern starting. The freshmen will be here before you know it. It was always funny at Northwestern when I was there, because I'd usually be up there during the summer, doing stuff for the mass comm stuff, even when no one else was, just, helping film or do. And it was always funny in the middle of the day, because you just see kids walking around the building and looking down like, what are you doing? You're not supposed, are you with us? Are you supposed to be here? Why are you in this building? It's like, no, I'm filming something for something completely different. But it's always interesting seeing kids try to experience the stairs that go up and then down to go up at Jesse Dunn for the first time.
So
that is truly a funny experience to watch for someone who has never been in that building.
One of those WPA projects.
Yes. They are very confusing for someone that has never been in it. And it's always hilarious to watch someone just stare up and just, why is it like that? We don't know. It just is.
One of Jared's uncles told a story that he had enrolled in college and he never could find his classroom in Jesse Dunn. And he thought, you know what, if I can't even find my classroom, should I even be here? Maybe I need to unenroll. So it's an interesting building, but man, we do have a beautiful, beautiful campus.
We do.
And so I am just so appreciative of all the people that put in the work to just keep those buildings going and beautiful.
Absolutely. They all deserve a lot of credit that they don't often get. That's a lot of behind the scenes work that nobody ever really talks about.
Oh my goodness. There's always so much behind the scenes that's going on that you have no idea. So,
True.
yeah. A lot of times we can be armchair critics,
We can.
but man, take a deeper look. Check
Exactly.
it out.
Exactly. But folks, I mean, the main point, once again, just get out there and do something. We've got stuff Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We've got an entire weekend worth of fun going on in Alva. Jody, as always, thank you for coming on. We always truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
But folks, we will get you back to regular programming here on KLV. Thank you for listening.